This natural hot spring, with beautiful lighting around it, was our welcome to Rotorua. We didn't spend too much time there or get too close, I guess because it had certain visiting timings and because we reached a little bit later in the evening. We weren't able to explore the area as much as we could have if we had come a little bit earlier. So we just headed to our youth hostel, which felt like a bit of a downgrade from the previous one. Also, I still wasn't entirely used to the smell of Rotorua. It has this very distinct smell, which kind of made me feel a little uncomfortable the first night there. The next day, we woke up early and went whitewater rafting in the Kaituna River. This was my absolute first time rafting, and somehow I ended up choosing a route which includes the highest or tallest waterfall in the world, which is commercially rafted. It was slightly scary, but still an absolutely great experience. After having lunch at a nearby cafe, waiting for our hair to dry, we went to the Redwoods Forest Walk. It is a walk we created about 15 to 20 meters above the ground amongst redwood trees that are more than 100 years old. The walkway tries its best to stay harmonious with nature. For example, the lights for the night walk are inspired by the shapes of the bodies of the different birds that are found within that forest. There are also interesting facts and informational content written as you walk through. What impressed me the most was the way the trees were used to support the walkway. They tied a band around the tree instead of drilling straight into it. This does not damage the tree in any way and allows it to keep growing. Since we had a good part of the day left and had no plans, we decided to go to a public park, and this is what it looked like. There was also a little pond of hot water where you could just sit and soak your feet. I'd never been to a public park quite like this. Beautiful flowers accompanied by ponds of hot bubbling water. After spending a bit of our evening in this beautiful park, we went back to our hostel and spent the rest of our evening eating and playing games. Today on the agenda we have Waiotapu Thermal Wonderland. We started our day by rushing to make it in time for the eruption of the Lady Knox geyser presentation, which happens only once a day. Throughout this park, you will see a variety of different colors. The colors come from the combination of different minerals. I don't really know if it's safe for those ducks to be swimming there because all the colors that you see are natural colors caused by either metals or oxidized minerals. For example, manganese oxide causes purple, iron oxide causes red or brown, and sulfur causes yellow.
Yeah, yeah.
Launch you up again.
Which is not too bad.
Pretty good. 我知道这个鸭子的。
Yeah, that's what.
After the geothermal park, we went for a little hike that led us to this hot water stream where we went for a swim. Too much footage of this part because we were busy having fun. After it started drizzling a little bit, we decided to get out of the water, walk back to our car, and go to a Maori village. And this is your sign to not trust Google Maps because the location that we were led to was actually a community owned property where we were not supposed to be, and we were breaking the laws of their community by simply being there. So we left the property, and I even deleted all the pictures that I had out of respect. But we did look around the surrounding area a little bit, which was more of a public place. So this is where the pictures are from. After this, we thought we should call it a day, go back to our hostel, and just cook and chill in the hot tub. On our 6th day, we traveled from Rotorua to Lake Taupo with a few halts in between. It is only while editing this video that I realized that the water in this lake is lukewarm, which basically means those ducks are just swimming in lukewarm water, but that's beyond the point. The point is that while having food, sitting by this beautiful view, we decided that we would go for a boat tour, all because we had the time and money, and who really was going to stop us. After a lovely day, we reached our accommodation for the next 2 days. Based on the online reviews, we didn't have very high hopes, but it was creepier than we had expected. The rooms also had no locks. On the other hand, there was this cute cat roaming around. The next day, me and a friend went on a hike. Another part of our group decided to go on a more challenging hike, but we didn't want to be that active or sporty, especially with the wind and the rain. It was also the first time that I drove in New Zealand. itinerary, blackwater rafting at the Waitomo caves. Floating on a river with the water gently touching you inside a cave full of glowworms was very peaceful. And although it was a unique experience, I did not think it was worth the price. The walking tour or the boat tour might be a better way to explore the caves. After drying up and having some warm tomato soup, we went off to see a waterfall. The next day, we drove back to Auckland, and just like that, it was the end of our trip. And just the way you see me enjoying the bumpy waves, which was the best part for me of the boat ride. We had a bit of a bumpy journey at times, but those bumps just made it fun. I hope you enjoyed the video and come back for more.